What's going on, everybody? Jay the Black here. Salute to everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it. I want to talk about Keanu Reeves and how he's proving how the Me Too movement is forever damaging the relations between men and women, and why a lot of women are going to be even more lonely without love and affection. Even a simple gesture as hugging somebody, men are going to start doing less and less of. Now, this article, metro.co.uk, is praising or is speaking on the praise that Keanu Reeves is getting when he takes photos with women. And when you notice in the photos, he doesn't have his arm completely wrapped around women. Like, he keeps his arm at a distance, you know. And that just shows you what this Me Too era has done. But it's not going to affect men as much as, you know, people think it is, because a lot of men just have to be very careful of their surroundings, who they're with, the particular situation, you know. It's women out here who like hugging, they like affection. When the men that they look up to, when the men that they're fans of no longer want to hug them and want to show them any affection, that's gonna bother them, because they're gonna think something is wrong with them. But all they have to do is look at this feminist, this growing feminist culture that we are in, that women are right, that women should be in higher up positions, that men should take a step back and allow women to lead. That is the type of society that we're in now. Now, according to metro.co.uk, Keanu Reeves praised for respectfully not touching women in photos, and is actually a thing. Keanu Reeves may be breathtaking to his adoring fans, but he still is not taking any chances. Miss this Me Too movement that we have. As it's come to light, the Hollywood icon doesn't touch women when taking photos. The Matrix actor has been getting a lot of love recently after releasing the latest John Wick movie, Chapter 3, and announcing his role in CD Projekt Red's upcoming Cyberpunk 2017. Let me just take a second and speak about that real quick. I actually saw this. I was watching this live, and when he came out, it was a surprise. And he seemed very hyped for this, because this game has been hyped for some time now. You know, fans were disappointed they couldn't play the game or whatever. There wasn't more gameplay footage or whatnot, but the trailer was enough to get a lot of people on board. They already have the cover art. You got some feminists that are upset, so we know it's the usual. But I think he did a really good job in his presentation, you know, getting the crowd hyped, because they were very hyped for him being out there, and I think that's going to help the game sell. Okay, say. But while fans are racing to take selfies with the actor, Keanu is keeping a firm distance, to a certain extent at least. Social media user Kimoy Lindsay appears to be the first fan to notice that Keanu refrains from touching women in photos, writing, "LOL, Keanu ain't taking no chances." No, he's not. And do you blame him? Even successful Hollywood actors are not taking chances, and they shouldn't take any chances, because, you know, women their mind can flip and they can accuse you of anything, literally. You know, you don't even have to be a celebrity, you know. Kamoy, I think that's how you say it, proved their point by attaching a montage of snaps showing Keanu posing for photos with female fans, but choosing not to wrap his hand around their waist, keeping them hovering firmly in the air. Even the legend that is Dolly Parton got the safe treatment, praising Keanu for being considerate of women's personal space. Oh, do you think women care about personal space when they're around a guy of Keanu Reeves' magnitude? Kamoy said, "It's not about not taking chances. It's about being considerate and respectful, qualities that Keanu carries in spades." So they're basically, this guy is saying that it's about just being respectful to women. So you telling me that men who take photos of women have never been respectful to them? Like, come on, this overly being, you know, considerate of women. Just look at the guys these women date, and it will tell you everything you need to know about that particular female. All right, that'll tell you everything you need to know. Another Keanu fan agreed. He's respectful. This should be how it's done unless you know the woman doesn't mind being touched. Keanu should inspire us all. What they're inspiring men to do is be beta males. They're inspiring men to be afraid of your own shadow, to, when a woman walks by, to look down and not really be yourself, be outgoing, But again, when you have a lot to lose, you do have to be careful. But what I would say is this: you want a photo with me? Give me about 2 or 3 inches of space then. Don't come up and try to hug me then. Because trust and believe, these women are hugging him. So if you want personal space, I'll give you personal space. Give me about 5 to 10 inches of space. Okay, you can stand next to me, but don't be trying to hug or anything like that. So do you think women would like that? Taking photos with you and you standing apart. Do you think they're really going to like and appreciate that? Because again, women want affection, especially from guys that they look up to, they're fans of. Many fans are convinced that Keanu is trying to avoid getting dragged into the Me Too movement, which has seen the likes of Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey accused of misconduct and inappropriate behavior with both men and women. While it's pretty obvious why fans love Keanu, he's a screen icon and an all-around fascinating character as well. The actor himself is baffled by the amount of love he receives. And he's also in Toy Story as well. But it's because Keanu is one of the few guys who's an actor, but he doesn't really care for fame. Like he's not, like, if he's out there, he's promoting, but he doesn't really care about fame. He's known on movie sets to be a very genuine guy, a giving guy, a very low key guy, not all over social media like that, And I think that's why people like and appreciate him. He's one of the most likable guys in Hollywood. He's been in some of the biggest blockbuster films ever, And now he's going into video gaming, So I think that, Keanu is a guy who sees the times for what it is. It's just like Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill had made comments like, basically speaking out against the Me Too movement. And of course they attacked him and he had to apologize. But he was being honest. He's like, you can't even embrace women, You have to constantly worry about whether you're going to be accused, because it's always going to be her word against yours. And her word matters a lot more than yours, no matter who you are. Even though that particular woman could be lying. But that doesn't matter to certain people. That doesn't matter. The only thing that seemingly matters, all right, is convincing everybody that this person did something to you. And it just shows you where we are in society. Well, we can't even take a photo with somebody and hug them and embrace them without knowing in the back of your mind, I could be accused of something. And that's what men go through every day. There are women out there who don't care. They don't care that this stuff can go on when a guy can get falsely accused. There's a lot of false accusations that get thrown out there. There are people who are slowly starting to wake up. And I'm telling you right now, you think women are single and lonely now? Wait till when more men start to wake up. More men don't approach them. More men are not, flirting with them on social media. And I read a story today about this ex-ESPN reporter called Britt McKendry, right? She accused her co-worker Tyrus, ex-WWE wrestler, of harassment. And there was really no details except for he would send her lewd text messages. I don't know about pictures or anything like that, but but it was so bad that they gave him his own show. Those harassment claims were so bad because they were on the same show together. He ended up getting a show on his own. But those accusations could be corroborated. They probably were just her being overly sensitive, you know, and her probably not being attracted to this guy at all, and her feeling like this guy is trying to hit on her, and her wanting to distance herself from him. So she went and said, it's harassment, you know. That stuff happens, man. So you may think that you're having flirty conversations with somebody, but that can turn into full on, this person, you know, is bothering me. So you have to be careful of that as well. And men have to have self-awareness. And Keanu, because again, he has a lot to lose if he gets caught up in this Me Too BS. We've seen people in the industry who get caught up in this Me Too BS and they end up being innocent, that it was just an accusation that wasn't true, and how their careers were stalled because of it. Because of a lie, their careers were stalled because one particular female was disgruntled by how whatever situation that they had didn't work out. So what does she do? She goes and talks about how you did this to her or you did that to her, when it's not even true. So you got men who have to deal with that as well. And I think Keanu is getting praise. One, I think he's getting praised because he's smart. That's the only reason why he's getting praised, because he was smart enough to start doing this. You know, so what else are they going to say? Are they going to criticize him for that? Or are they going to say you should be hugging those women? But trust and believe, those women would want him hugging them, touching them or whatnot. But I think Keanu sees what's going on in society, and he does not want to be another statistic. He doesn't want to be somebody who ends up making a big mistake and it ends up costing him what he has worked hard to build. And I think that's what a lot of men, whether in the industry or not, are having to deal with. So let me know what you think in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.